One of my most favorite quotes that really resonates with me personally and professionally is from the Buddha. It says, "You can search through the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you yourself. And that person is not to be found anywhere. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." Let's get real, because we have love and relationships all wrong. I'll tell you why. I'm sure you've heard the saying before that you have to love yourself first. And chances are it's confusing and unappealing, because what does that even mean? Because all of us want to experience love and want it now. And the thought of having to work on ourselves to get the love that we deserve is just unacceptable at times. And I've also heard the statement that it's not me, it's them. And I just picked the wrong partners. Yes, both those statements are true. And they are especially true because we're making the decision of choosing a partner and a certain type of person that doesn't align with our values. And that decision comes from a place of needing love from someone else and not experiencing it from within. Welcome back to Thriving Woman, a channel and a program where you will learn tools and skills to help you overcome your mental and emotional blocks so you can thrive in all areas of your life. I've heard my clients say, I thought self-love meant I would need to spend a lot of time alone, getting to know myself and digging deep into the pains in the past, and didn't really sound appealing to me, and it didn't sound exciting. And they are surprised by the actual work we do together and how quickly their lives change due to the work. When you don't learn to love yourself, what ends up happening is that you give your power to others and completely abandon yourself and your personal growth. You end up attracting partners into your life who would treat you exactly the way you perceive yourself to be. You end up self-sabotaging your own happiness, your own choices of what really brings you joy. And whether those choices are made consciously or unconsciously, you choose to form relationships with men and women based on low self-esteem and almost a sense of desperation. A lot of us, based on our childhood and adulthood pains and experiences we have endured, don't believe that we deserve better. Oftentimes I hear people describe themselves as damaged good and think that they don't deserve to give and receive deep, honest love, so they just form these loveless relationships. The decision of loving yourself comes in the moment when you decide that you no longer are willing to continue the unnecessary suffering and the unsatisfying relationships, both romantically and otherwise. So I want you to ask yourself these questions. What will it take for you to believe that it's time for a change in your life? What if you could make the decision today to heal and love yourself unconditionally? How would life change for you? What would it look like? While you think about these questions, I really want to encourage you to tap into your heart and dream big. To feel true unconditional love for yourself, romantically, for your friends and family. Dream about living a life of your wildest dreams. Really feel the emotions of what it would be like to be in a place of pure happiness and joy. So, why is it so important to learn to love your inner child, your outer child, and your adult self? Because you truly have nothing to give to others when you don't even have love for yourself. Like the saying goes, you can't pour from an empty cup. Learning to love yourself involves speaking, acting, and living in an authentic form where you're not compromising your thoughts, needs, emotions, values, your dreams, or anything for anyone outside, and never apologizing for who you are. How often do we keep silent and not share our needs, thoughts, and emotions because we're afraid that you might lose the love, the admiration, or the goodwill of others? We're so desperate for the love and attention and support of others that we would rather abandon our own selves in the process of getting our needs met. If you've watched this video so far, I am sure that it means that you're tired of being sick and tired, fed up of suffering, and disgusted in the living with shame and disgrace. And you're ready to make the necessary changes to recover and live a thriving life. So here are a few steps. Number one, I want you to refuse to allow people, situations, and events define who you are. People are going to judge you no matter what. They will tell you that your decisions are wrong, and circumstances outside of yourself will always seek to change you. Remember, oftentimes, other people's perspective and values are skewed by their own life experiences and their pains, and they often impose that on us. So what do? Remember your own personal values. And if you're questioning your own values and want to reset those values, set some time aside and make a list of 25 values that are important to you. And then choose 5 of those values that are your non-negotiables. Basically, you will not give those up. Those are your core values. Next, stand up and speak up. Chances are you have abandoned your own thoughts and feelings for a while now. As a result, you haven't communicated your real thoughts and feelings and your needs to those who must hear it. Teach people how you want to be treated. So you can do this for yourself. For example, I really enjoy fresh flowers, so I buy myself fresh flowers on a weekly basis. And this is something that you can do when you're in a relationship, and your mate will essentially see that this is something that you love, and he or she will participate in your love language. What's important is that you have to recognize how you are treating yourself in your daily life. From the moment you wake up to the moment you go to sleep, do a log for a few days and analyze what kind of thoughts, behaviors, emotions are consistent throughout your day. How are you treating yourself? And write that down. Also understand what type of relationships you want to be in. Write that down as well. Ask yourself, what will it take for you to say that you have suffered enough and that the time is now? It's now time to change. If you're ready to make the necessary changes to recover and live a thriving life, click on the link below and schedule a discovery call with me, or honestly with anyone else that you resonate with, and get started on your next chapter. I think you've waited long enough, right? And it's time for happiness. Leave a comment with questions and suggestions of what would benefit you in the future on your healing journey. Don't forget to be kind to yourself and others. Much love.